What's up, all in Media Squad? It's your boy Cookie back at you with another one. But if you could, please like, comment, and share the video. And if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. But if you're a returning viewer and haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. That's all you gotta do. But if you wish to donate to the channel, you can go to Cash App. My cash tag is $Cookie802VT. And I'd like to say thank you for the ones that do donate to the channel. I'm thinking about starting to make a thing where I can show the people that do donate. But if you wish to not have your name mentioned, just always put remain anonymous when you send your Cash App. Thank you. This one is going to be about how the music industry is not what everyone thinks it is. It is actually a really dark place that even the toughest of guys would not want to get caught in. It doesn't matter how tough you are, how gangster you are, how anything you are. Once you get caught up in this music industry and you do not follow their agenda, you're a problem for them. They have to take out that problem. In the beginning, you were supposed to be down with what they were about. But that's what I'm going to talk about right now is these crazy and dark rituals that the music industry are having their artists do. But before we get to that, I want you to take a look at this list here. Look at all of these artists, and we notice that some of them are circled in red. All those artists are deceased, and they're all under the same umbrella. That umbrella is Empire Records, ran by Ghazi Shami, however you want to pronounce it. Ghazi Shami. However, this man is not who he says he is. He is a wolf in sheep's clothing. He is selling these dreams to these artists, and they do not understand when they first start out that all that is a 360, and it is coming right back to them. One way or another, they're going to get what they want. And a lot of them, they don't even want money. They don't care about the money. These higher up people, because money is nothing to them. They can wipe their ass with money. So they're gonna have these artists do these crazy ass things that go against their morals and things they really wouldn't do. But these music industry companies have a lot of power over these artists, and the artists feel that power, and they feel it so much that they'll basically do anything to get in with these guys. Or not even guys, it might be women doing this, who really knows who's running these companies behind these music industry executives and shit. Just like our president, he is not running our country, he's just a poster boy. But this video's not about that, I'm not even gonna get into that. But Ghazi, it says that he is the owner of Empire Records, but he's not the one calling the shots. I guarantee you he's calling some, and then most of them, someone is telling him what to do. I guarantee you that Ghazi has even had to do some of these crazy things that these artists have had to do just to get, into the seat with these guys so they can get a deal. It's disgusting, the things that they make these people do. A lot of the times they like doing things with blood, or the symbolism of blood. Now we can see here, in these photos that are playing behind, that some of these people that are doing these rituals are our favorite artists when we were growing up. Eminem was one of my favorite artists because he was doing shit that no other white artist has done. And then DMX, in my opinion, the higher ups took DMX out because he was not following the agenda. But at the end of it, they get these artists to do these rituals. It might not even be blood, but this one that I'm talking about is. They do many other crazy ass rituals that I can't even talk about because it's so demoralizing to the human being that how it is up on here. Can't talk about that kind of thing. But even King Von, he even said that him and Dirk are signed through blood, as you can hear for yourself right now.
He did Dirk a lot of shit, bro. He signed through as an artist when he just, you know, not that shit, but like we just. Hey, that's my brother. Oh, so that's like. Then we signed together through blood, so paper this stuff, you know.
So we just heard King Von say that him and Lil Durk are signed together through blood. Now I'm guessing he's not talking about being related or something through blood, because they are definitely not related whatsoever. I do not care what anyone says, they have no relation at all. So what are these artists meaning when they say signing together through blood? Because I hear too many of these artists saying it. You know, people just have to notice the symbolism and the etymology, which is basically just a breakdown of words, if you don't know what etymology is, that these rappers and artists are using. You know, it's right in our face. It's not only just King Von and Lil Durk. Like I said, I've heard multiple artists say this. And all these artists are not related. So it's not that blood. So what other blood could it be? Either spilling blood or, you know, drinking blood? Maybe? Yeah? Elizabeth stuff? But yeah, that's what I really think is going on. They're doing some crazy blood ritual stuff. And not only blood rituals, they do sacrifices, they do human sacrifices. And if you cannot keep up with the sacrificing, then you get sacrificed yourself. You know, in my opinion, why has Lil Durk had all these people die that, you know, he has had associations with? Just take up this seriously, think about it. He has had so much death around him. It is unreal. And I feel like he has had something to do with a lot of these. He is wearing these, you know, chains around his neck like they're trophies. You know, just like some kind of serial killer thing where they would keep some kind of object from the murder scene so you can look at him later and just get off on that, you know. I get that kind of vibe, kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's just weird shit going on in this music industry. And people are going to say, like, oh, that can't be real. That's not for real. That's just, you know, that's just foo-foo talk. But for real, these people are doing the shit that we read about in these fucking movies, that we not read about, that we hear about in these movies and watching these movies. And then, yeah, with the reading about, we hear about this shit and like, oh, that's fairy tale shit. Oh, they doing that fairy tale shit. You know, for real. It's just it amazes me how people do not see this stuff. It's right in their face. Which brings me to my next point. Why are these artists wearing these star rings? You know, a lot of these artists that have passed away recently have been wearing these star rings. And I'm just going to name a few of them. King Von was wearing the star ring. Mo3 was wearing the star ring. And Young Dolph was wearing the star ring. And it's just so convenient that all three of these men were gunned down in the street. Or are they marking their artists for whatever reason? You know, are these artists doing these rituals and they're not living up to their expectations down the line? You know, they thought it was a good idea at first, but now they have to keep living up to this. It's not just a one time, like a one and go. You have to keep living up to your shit, you know? You have to keep doing it. How many artists have we seen? Not even, you know, I'm talking about way bigger artists. How many people die around these even bigger artists? You know, a lot of them will lose a cousin, an uncle. A lot of them will lose their mom because it has to be someone you love. Or something you love. It can't be nothing. It has to be something you love. Like with Travis Scott, he loves his fans. He's always said he loves his fans as he was coming up in the rap game. What thing do you think they would ask him to sacrifice? His fans. So there was allegedly a whole bunch of people died at his concert. You know, there's just too many people there. So much that people could not breathe. They were getting stampeded on, trampled. You know, people could not breathe. It was the main thing I kept hearing about that, and they were just passing out. You know, the paramedics could not get in there to get them. You know, it was just that packed, and people were just dying. I remember seeing one thing, a guy was like, oh, what's up with this guy? And another guy was like, oh, he's been on the ground, it's like 5 songs back, and no one's checked on him. but I think it was like 7 or 8 people died during that. These are not just happening out of nowhere. These are rituals that these artists are doing. And, it could even take out regular people that just like the music. That's what these artists sign up for. But like I said, a lot of these people that are fans of these artists that idolize them and put them up on a pedestal so much, they're not going to realize this. Like I said, even King Von and Lil Durk. I used to love Lil Durk. I used to love Lil Durk. I don't. It's after fucking seeing what happened with his alleged twin, Von. See what he can do to that. Actually, not. His own cousin, Newski. Allegedly, in my opinion, he sacrificed Newski just to get more clout. Because Newski was supposed to be doing the shit Von is doing. But like I said, that's just a whole nother rabbit hole that we can go down, and I'll be gladly to go down with you guys at another time. But these artists are putting this shit right in our face, and a lot of people are not seeing it. They're just gonna say, that's their creativity. Bull fucking shit it is. It might be a little bit, but just take a look at Travis Scott's concert flyer here. Does that look like it was just creative? Like it had nothing to do with what happened? I mean, come on, man. Like, you gotta wake up. People have to wake up. But as always, it's your boy Cookie with All In Media. It's all in or nothing. I'm out.